Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. I am here to do a message for whoever needs it. This is a timeless message, and if the title called to you, then there might be some messages in here for you. Of course, take only what resonates and leave the rest for whoever it is for. I hope everyone is doing well. If I happen to resonate with you as a reader, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, drop me some comments. I love all of those things. And also you can feel free to join us over on Patreon if you're interested in more readings and also early release readings and other things that I write and think about over there. And let's just go ahead and hop in here. It's almost Halloween when I'm recording this. And fun fact about me is I get scared really easily. And so I do not mess with Halloween at all, because I don't like to be scared. Like, I'm really jumpy. I'm just a nervous person, and I'm already like on a regular day looking at like people's angels and guides and jinns and like all spirits, all kind of shit I'm seeing. And I do not need, like, it's completely overstimulating to have people dressing up like they're demons. It's very overstimulating for me. And so I am happy to be safe at home and cozy in a world that is already horrific enough. Right? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do a reading for whoever needs it. Message for whoever needs it. Thank you, Spirit. Woo! Okay. Let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability and trust. And then Atlantis, keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. Here we go. So I'm getting growing pains energy. I'm getting growing pains. You might be like expanding if you're like you could be expanding in business, or your relationship could be changing or evolving in some way. And it's not bad. It's taking some time. It's like there's some areas that you need to address perhaps within so that you can accommodate the changes. Or accommodate, so for some of you it's accommodate the increase, because rain is like blessings to me. So for some of you it's accommodate the increase. Something might have happened faster than you thought it was going to happen, or it started happening faster than you thought. It doesn't necessarily have to be a financial increase, but it could be an increase in your time, an increase in your energy, an increase in your space. Like, just there's some sort of like you are. There's a clearing that's happening here, and it's affording you the blessing of an increase of some sort, and now you're having to sort of like make some adjustments in order to like deal with the how do I utilize my time now, or how do I allocate these funds, or how do I respond to all this, like these incoming orders, or, these like bookings or something like it's like, how do you respond? Something like that. But like, just stay focused. Try not to get overwhelmed. Try not to get overwhelmed. Try not to get overstimulated by all the activity that's going on around you too. Like, it's like, make sure that you're carving out time for your rest, your peace, just to lay still. You might want to try like waking up a little bit earlier in your day so that you can just have some like still morning time. It feels like somebody just like gets up and goes. Like, it's like you're in a point where like you feel like you have to get up and go. Somebody has a lot to do all of a sudden. There's a lot to do all of a sudden, but you need to like shape your day so that you're still making time for yourself, to like, so that you can sort of start centered and end centered. Your morning routine and your evening routine are going to be really important here for you to like cultivate those things. That's not the deck that I was looking to get. Let's do this one. Yeah, your morning routine and your evening routine are going to be really important right now. You might feel like you don't have a lot of like support here either. You might feel like you have a lot of people who are waiting for you to figure out what to do or like what moves to make next. Like how something is going to take shape. Like you figure it out, you have the plan, or somehow you're leading the charge. It's like people are following you or waiting on you to like say how you want, like it's like, well, how do you want to do it? Like, and I'm getting something like they'll fall in line. But then you might not feel like you have support. See, you need to delegate. You need to delegate some responsibilities. You shouldn't feel like you have to do it all. I don't know who feels like they have to do it all, or like as something changes, you feel like all the responsibility is going to be yours, or something like you're not going to have any help and you're just going to have to be the one like running the show. And it's like, no, it doesn't. No, I think people like, if you don't delegate or you don't tell people what you need or like how they need to show up for you at this time or for whatever this increase is, to assist you with the increase. Yeah, look, you have the dry desert in the reverse. Like there was a period of like you might have been like, for some of you this is like very stretched financially. That is changing right now. That is definitely changing right now. Your money's this is your money strong and long. Okay. Strong, long money. They said, well, for some of you, your this increase is about to strengthen you and allow you to stretch a little bit further. It might afford you some travel too. There's something about travel. I keep getting travel energy. I keep getting travel energy. If somebody has been like delaying on booking some trip or something that they know that they need to take, you should just book it. But yeah, it's like here too. You're powerful in this energy. It's not like it doesn't feel like you're depleted. It feels like you're kind of like up for it. But I don't think you're like recognizing that you don't have to do it all by yourself or something like that. I don't know. You don't have to do this all by yourself. I don't know what you're doing, but you don't have to do it all by yourself. You have education and storm fields. It's kind of like, thank you. It's kind of like the Stormfields card. It's like you feel like in order to move forward in some way, you have to like obliterate everything from the past and like none of that. But it's like, no, you can just sort of like reshape it. Like you don't have to like, well, forget all of that happened and like it's not kind of like moving ahead and letting go is not all about that. It's not like, for some people it could be like moving to a completely an island where no one starting your life, like somebody might be what do they call that thing where they change your identity? Oh, witness protection. I don't know who's going into witness protection, but you could do like that. Could be one way of like letting go, but other ways of letting go are like letting go of the way that something has existed and allowing it to evolve to what it needs to be, so that you can start a new phase, start a new cycle here, but started off on the right foot. Almost, you don't have to like completely obliterate the past. You just have to sort of give some direction on how you need it to be shaped, what you need it to look like, in order for you to feel functional and for you to sort of maximize this increase, this influx that's coming to you. Some of you might just be busier because you're starting classes, you're taking some sort of classes. Some of you too are like, there's like a maturing that's happening for you. Like we're always like, maturing, right? So I'm not saying that you were immature. We're just saying it's like a sort of like one of those like growth spurts. Like I'm getting growing pains. This is like growth spurt for you almost, and it's kind of like you're looking at your past self and being like, that wasn't it. Like that wasn't it. I'm not doing any of those things anymore, and like trying to do like this complete overhaul. This is like the equivalent of, I don't know. You like eat hella, like you like desserts. You like you eat a dessert every night. You know you gonna have ice cream. You gonna have cake. You gonna have pie. You gonna have some sort of dessert every night, or like you like smoke. You like to smoke, right? So you're gonna smoke some weed every day, or you're gonna have your little drink, and you're like something like that. Is like you're like I don't like you're looking at your past self and like. No, I need like you want to like you kind of want to evolve. I'm getting like Peter Pan syndrome. Like you just want to grow up past some sort of like thing that you do, or want to evolve past something that you do. You want to demonstrate the growth, but in order to do that, it's like, well, I'm never eating sugar again. Like I'm just never going to eat it ever. It's just not. You want to be realistic, because like because you want it to be sustainable. Lifestyle change, not like you don't want to restrict yourself, something like that. Don't restrict yourself, just get a little bit more intentional about what you're doing. Like you don't have to never eat sugar again, but maybe you treat yourself once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. I mean, if you're really struggling with addiction, and I haven't even gotten any tarot cards yet, but if you're really struggling with addiction, then that's a whole different thing. Like that's something that I think too, you like maybe you might be learning about how some of your habits and behaviors are like sort of like, I don't know, so you might be doing some sort of research about those things. I don't know. Like you could be researching like how to have successful days, or you could be researching like how to stop procrastinating. I don't know. You could be researching stuff like that, or you could be researching health related things, mental health related things. Yeah, you're in the middle of transformation. Thank you. I feel the pressure. I feel like you feel like there's a lot of pressure to like immediately change. Like I gotta transform. Like it's like you feel the pressure of the transforming, but you be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself here. Be like take it easy. Take it easy. You don't have to catch up to the change like in an instant. You know what I'm saying? I think this will help. The transformation has already taken place. You are just bringing yourself into alignment with the transformation. So it's not a matter. It's not a race. It's not a race, because it feels like there's a potential to perhaps like implode, or like or something like you could do it for a month, and then you can't do it anymore because it's not realistic, it's not sustainable. You didn't work on shifting the lifestyle. You just like took all of the energy. I'm seeing Mars. You took all of the energy, all of the power, all of the force, and concentrated it into like a 2 week stint, and then you didn't have anything left for it. And they're saying, "No, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You come up with like phases. Phases. They're talking about a phased plan." Strategy. You come up with a strategy. You have time to come up with a strategy too. Like, there's time for you to come up with a strategy. And then you have, I didn't look up how to pronounce this word, and I should have, but it's like fecundity, rain. I'm telling you, it's like there's an increase here. And you're going to come up with a strategy. You just have to give yourself a minute to like think about it, right? Like to like consider it. Like the increase is here, the space, the time, like give yourself a chance to align with it. Give yourself a chance to align with it. It could just be like an increase in like mental energy. You know what I mean? Or energy, or physical energy. Like, you know what I mean? But give yourself a chance to align with it. Don't be like, oh my God, I feel so good now. I feel so much better now. I feel so clear now. Let me just do everything that I was like didn't have the presence or the fortitude to accomplish while I was like laid up or down bad, or, you know, just not feeling inspired. And now that the transformation is upon you, that you're, it didn't even realize, that's what this card says, huh? Stay in alignment as you grow. That's what we're talking about. That's what, stay in alignment as you grow. Exactly. Okay. Let's get a couple tarot cards before we wrap it up. You're not going to miss it. You're not, whatever it is, you're not going to miss it. And you are going to be able to maximize on it. So it's like, so let's just say you are all of a sudden getting a bunch of orders in. Instead of like working around the clock to like, you know, within 24 hours to fill all the orders, it would behoove you to like come up with spend like 12 hours or 6 hours coming up with a process on how you're going to handle the volume. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to be able to sustainably like run 24 hours around the clock. So what practices do you have to put in place? What processes do you have to put in place in order to accommodate the increase? Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Don't be it's almost like you're like, okay, if you're going to prove something to anybody, like prove something to yourself, right? But like, it's almost like you're like disparaging, or like, yeah, it's like you're disparaging your past self, or like, I don't know. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You're being really hard. Like, somebody out there is being really hard on themselves. And like, just like, take a minute and just like love on that past self who was going through those lessons, who didn't like, who, you know, had to learn through the journey, right? You know, it's hard to say, like, it's hard to know how you're going to respond when you're in the middle of the dry desert, right? It's hard to know if you are like, it's hard to know how you're going to respond. And you have to go on that journey in order to sort of gather some sort of like insight. I don't know why they said they're telling me about 40 days and 40 nights. Tell me about 40 days and 40 nights in the desert. Somebody might be like, I don't know, like going on some sort of retreat or something. But like, again, like when you get through it, when you get through the end of it, there's something to like celebrate. You celebrate resilience. You celebrate going the distance. You celebrate your fortitude. Wow. And then you have the 10 of discs. You get the reward at the end. The increase. Here it comes. The increase in your experience, the increase in your, wow, with the Empress, the increase in your creativity, King of Discs, the increase in your stability. It just got really windy outside all of a sudden. The increase is it's blowing in. It's blowing in. It's flowing in. The Emperor, like you're gonna be like creatively on point. Some of you, like, there's like a creative project that like you makes a lot of money, whatever it is. It makes a lot of money. Again, getting out of your way. Five of Swords was in the reverse. You're getting out of your way. You're not going to self-sabotage here. That's what you're being at. Like, you're being asked not to self-sabotage here and to like be strategic about how you go about accommodating this increase, delegating, coming up with processes and procedures, trusting, keeping yourself in alignment with your vision here. Not trying to go too hard all at once, and not being so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself here. Anything else want to come out before I wrap it up? Yeah, be gentle with yourself, because the divine is about to be like, well, about to give you a little bit of like a sort of almost like a soft touch. Yeah, I'm getting like your life is about to just get a little bit easier, more ease, less stagnancy, less indecision. You know why there's going to be less indecision? It's going to be because you have this increase to work with. Like, you have more time, you have more space, you have more money, you have more whatever it is that's increasing for you. You have more of it, and so there's less of like, I don't know how to handle this, because it's like, oh, well, I have plenty of time, or I have plenty of space, or I have plenty of money, or all of it. Maybe all of it's increasing for you, right? But you feel like less in a state of constant transition, like things could change at any time, and more in a place of like, you can enjoy the moment. You'll be able to enjoy the moment. You've been prepared. You've been prepared for this. You've been prepared for this, but that's what the time in the dry desert was for. So that you could prepare for this. So that you could prepare. Okay, let's get a shaman's dream to wrap it up. That was fast. Heart home, compassion. Yes, have compassion with yourself. Let me tell you what signs I see here before I read that. I see Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Libra. There's a lot of water energy, Scorpio energies out here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo energy is out here. Yeah, that's really what I see. Okay, but it could be any sign. If it resonated, it resonated. Let's read Heart Home. The 26th and the 27th of whatever month you see this could be important. You also could be born on the 26th or the 27th. $8.99. $8.99. I don't know. $8.99. Nope. I'm on the wrong page. I went to 26. So the 26th could be something. Okay. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn. I'm telling you, it's that soft touch from the divine, or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when Heart Home shows up. There's no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconception and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. Thank you so much. Stop attaching yourself to that old story and like beating yourself up about that old story. Again, it is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Your belief that that's who you are, that's who you'll always be. And so that makes you like repel that energy, or saying like that's who I needed to be at that time in that desert so I could learn some lesson, and I'm evolving past that version of myself and ready to move into something else, right? When Heart Home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. Now you're getting the soft touch right now. You're getting the soft touch right now. So just like make sure that you are sort of working to accommodate the increase. All right. That has been the message. I really hope that it resonated with some people out there. If it did, and you're not subscribed, please hit the thumbs up, drop me a comment, hit the like button, all of those things. Join us over on Patreon as well. But if this is where we leave things, please know that I am sending you so much love, so much peace, and so many blessings. And I'll see you soon. Bye.